Hello, welcome back to the Run Like a T-Rex YouTube channel. Look at this progress. It's about 25 to 20 to 5 and it's not fully dark. I mean, it's getting there. It's certainly darker than it's shown on this screen. Thank you very much. But yeah, we'll take it. 15 minutes a week, there or thereabouts, I think. So yeah. The lighter nights, warmer nights are approaching. I think the lighter nights might be approaching quite slightly quicker than warmer ones, but it's still about 4 degrees, so not exactly warm, but hey, as much as anything, it's annoying because more layers, more kit you've got to wash. So, well, that's a bit of a first world problem. So yeah, got 2-1-1 session, so tempo session today, so 2k warm up, and then I've got 2k at 450 a k pace, 2 minutes walking rest, then 1k at 440s, 90 seconds rest, and then same again, another 1k at 440s, 90 seconds rest, and 1k cooldown. So I was a bit apprehensive to start with. My calves are starting to feel a little bit tired, a little bit tight. Probably need to focus more on my recovery after my long runs. Just one of those. Bloody hell, it's like Snoop Dogg's green room. Whoever's just come past me, that's one way to deal with Blue Monday, bloody Nora. Each to their own. I'd rather they wouldn't do it while they were driving though. So, right, 2k. On we plod. Right, that's the 2k rep done. First k was 447, so I was aiming for 450, so on pace. And I don't know what I was for second k, it didn't show me, so felt pretty strong, though you know, I felt like I was pushing it but in a kind of controlled fashion. So yeah, positive start, 2 lots of 1k to go now with a 90 second rest in between. I've still got another 45 seconds rest now, so yeah, halfway through, feeling good. Right, that's the first lot of the individual Ks done. 436, felt reasonably good, probably went off a bit too hard and started to get a little bit of a stitch about halfway, but felt pretty strong. I'm feeling quite comfortable bounding along at that kind of, at that sort of 5k pace, which is good. So yeah, strong session so far. 1 more k to go after, oh no. Right, that's the third and final interval done. Done the 2k, the 1k, the 1k, and yeah, managed to push on a little bit there. The paces for the individual Ks was 440. I think I did 436 and 430, so yeah, I just wanted to not go mad with it, but sort of push on and see how that kind of pace felt, and yeah, I felt reasonably good. I wasn't dying towards the end by any stretch, so yeah, nice positive start to the week. Got 90 seconds rest now before a 1k cool down, but yeah, really good. Enjoyed that session. I'm quite enjoying these little tempo ones where you do them sort of intervals. They're yeah, they're good fun. Push you to run at a slightly quicker pace than you, well, certainly I normally would, but in a relatively safe space in terms of you've got recovery before and after. So yeah, enjoyed that. 3 lights have changed size just to be helpful. So yeah, really enjoyed that. I'm feeling in a reasonably good place. A long way out, I think after the second or third run this week, I'll be sort of a third of the way through the block. It's come along quite quickly actually. Doesn't seem 5 minutes since I was doing like the week one. So yeah, positive start to the week. Hope you've all managed to get a run in on what everyone's calling Blue Monday. I don't put any stock in that, by the way. Blaming everyone's mental health on one day is a bit like blaming the rain on loads of people taking umbrellas to work. That's kind of how I see it. Yes, January is for a lot of people is generally a tough time of year. You know, it's cold, it's bleak, you haven't got Christmas and stuff like that to look forward to. If you get paid last working day, it's probably made January like a 6-week month, which is, you know, cost of living crisis and all that kind of stuff is a tough ask for a lot of people, especially with Christmas wedged in between. And yeah, it's just a bit cold. It's generally always dark, as you can kind of tell now. Yeah, obviously if you are struggling, then please reach out to organisations that can help, either Calm or Mind or Samaritans. The company I work for work with the Lighthouse charity, who again have got professionals who can help. Or if it's just you just need a friendly chat, then you know, speak to a friend, speak to a colleague, parent, brother, sister, whoever. It is definitely not a weakness showing a bit of vulnerability and admitting that you're struggling with something. So yeah, I'm not going to dwell on it. It's not a mental health post, but just because it has been portrayed as Blue Monday, I think it's a bit of a nasty trick by companies getting people to try and spend money and sort of buy their way out of a bit of a mental health issue. They say, oh, you know, fork out £4,000, we've got an offer on this holiday, this will make you feel better. Or, you know, buy these shoes, or, you know, whatever it might be. You know, that's a short-term solution. It's not what I would advise you to do, being, well, no, not a professional by any stretch. But yeah, have a great week. I will have my next session. I won't film, that'll be club night with masses. So I will next see you for my third run of the week, which hopefully will be in daylight.
Right, so yeah, my plan was to not record my second run, which I didn't do. So I did 10k easy, that was what I had on my plan. Really nice, just straight after work. Didn't run with masses just because it was on the Wednesday, it was my daughter's birthday on the Thursday. So I just wanted to get back from work, go for my run, and then be able to like prepare and, you know, supervise while my wife wrapped Christmas birthday presents a damn sight neater than I would do. So yeah, all went fine, and then just kind of life got in the way a little bit. Ended up having to go to an awards do on the Friday, which I hadn't planned to do. So I did, instead of doing my run, I ended up doing that. And then Saturday, we went out to a trampoline park for Grace's birthday, and just generally a bit of a treat for the kids because they've been behaving really well. We're doing a sort of a rewards thing with the kids where they earn marbles for good behaviour, being polite, doing things without asking, doing things when you're asked, doing them the first time, that kind of thing. You know, typical parenting things when you've got two primary age children. Went to a trampoline park, and literally I've been there about 30 seconds. I tried to do my inner slam ball thing. So slam ball, for those of you that are sort of my age, so mid-30s to mid-40s, will probably remember slam ball as a early thousands craze of basically basketball with trampolines in the middle. So people like bounce up and try and do these slam dunks over the top of people. Tried to do that, forgetting that I'm a nearly 37-year-old dad of two and wasn't that athletic when I was 19, let's be honest. Bounced higher and further than I wanted to and landed not on the trampoline and with my ankle kind of at a bit of a funny angle. So yeah, and haven't run since. So we're now a week on from that. So I didn't run for the second half of the week. I've now had a week off not running. yeah, so the Saturday night and Sunday it was really, really painful. Reasonable amount of swelling on the outside of my ankle. Um, got gradually better for the first few days, and I thought I might be able to sort of try and run on it at the end of the week. And then it kind of just got to a constant point where it's not sore. I can't feel it if I'm not moving around and stuff. But every now and again, I just get a bit of a twinge on the outside of my ankle. So I'm going to go and see Stu Sahan at Sports Therapy One, who I've done for any injury rehabilitation and just sports massages in general. Really good bloke, really knowledgeable. So I'm booked in with him on Monday. So hopefully I'll be able to get that sorted. Because yeah, a week of no running is driving me potty. I've made this point. I made it on my can't run, won't run video with Amelia, where said how important like injury rehabilitation and stuff like that is, because people use exercise and bits and pieces of sport or whatever it might be as a bit of a crutch and just sort of to deal with their mental health as well as their physical health. And yeah, I've basically had a week without that kind of outlet. I'm fine. I'm not getting too down about it. I'm trying to be patient, but it is testing things, and I just miss that bit of fresh air and just that feeling of movement and the endorphin buzz you get out of that. So I'm hoping it's nothing too serious, and I'm hoping towards the end of this week I'll be able to start going running. So we'll see how that goes. Any tips for sort of low impact exercise, either strength and conditioning that is kind of more running focused, that will contribute to my marathon training whilst I can't run, would be greatly appreciated. So I'm not going to do any calf raises and stuff like that, just because I don't want to put weight on my ankle. However, static lunges and squats, core work and press ups, all that kind of stuff, I'm going to try and do, just so I'm doing some kind of movement. So I am getting that benefit of getting a bit of exercise to deal with stuff. So yeah, hopefully it's nothing too bad. Everybody gets injured during marathon training blocks, and I did a 20-week block for exactly that reason. I mentioned it in my first video that I assumed that I would get injured at some point, or like I would get a niggle because of bits and pieces. Granted, I was expecting it to be due to training load and just running more and having to run more miles, not by being, let's be honest, a complete moron trying to do something that I couldn't do at 19, trying to do that at twice the age. But hey, we live and learn. Yeah, it was. I then bounced on it, so it felt okay. It was. I knew I'd done something straight away. I just thought I'd like twisted it a little bit, gave it a bit of a stretch and a shake off, and it seemed okay. And then bounced on it for the remaining hour on a trampoline. So probably not the wisest move in the world, but I've been icing it. I've been putting the ibuprofen gel on it, try and get it to improve, and it's getting there. So hopefully it won't be too long, but essentially there won't be a week 8 video because I've done road running in week 8. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully next time you see me, we'll be running along, waffling some nonsense with a GoPro in my hand, because I'm now in a position where I can run. This week, week 8, was meant to be a deload week, so I've not missed majorly intense training, because it was a week where I was meant to drop my volume down, not down to 0, which is what's happened, but so yeah, I think what I might end up doing is keeping that on my plan. If I get to the point where I can run this week, start from my deload week. So do that week again. So do week 8, say for instance in week 9, maybe skip week 9, or maybe skip a couple of the workouts and stuff. So so that way I'm kind of starting getting back onto scratch with a deload week. So I'm not going back into what would essentially be a 55k week with a 16-mile long run. I think I've got planned. So yeah, it's got to be patient with it. Just under 3 months to go now, so I have got 6.5, 7 weeks of training under my belt, as well as the stuff I'd done beforehand. I'm not going to completely derail that in the space of a week and a half through not running. Might have lost a little bit, lost a bit of momentum, but it's nothing fatal, and it's nothing I can't get back again. So it's just a bump in the road. It's not a cul-de-sac, if you forgive the very, very poor analogy. That's what I'm hoping anyway. So I'll find that out on Monday, and I'll let you know. But hopefully everyone's staying injury free. Hope you're enjoying your training. Let me know if you sign up for anything. Best of luck for everybody running Warwick Half tomorrow. Ian Livingston's running in my place because, I'm not in a position to run a half marathon, unfortunately, which is a shame because I was looking forward to that. I was going to meet up with a few people. So Ryan Baker, for instance, I was going to try and go sub 150, and he was the 150 pacer. So as much as anything, I was in quite a confident place. I thought I was going to be able to do it. And just because I'm an absolute child and he was a 150 pacer, I was thinking if I keep ahead of him, I would basically have that over him. That one time I beat Ryan at the Warwick Half Marathon was, motivation comes in all forms, and as immature as that was, so maybe this is karma biting me on the arse. So happy birthday today, by the way, Ryan. Good luck to everyone running tomorrow, or spectating, supporting, and I will see you hopefully nice and soon. Thank you for watching. Drop me a comment down below if you've got any tips for dealing with injury, that kind of thing. I'd be really appreciative, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, bye.